Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others, or by fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
Okay, so today being April 1st, I know many of you will assume that maybe I'll try another joke or April Fool or sorry, I don't do that. You check my channel, I've never done an April Fool's joke or video, and I don't think I'm going to do it, especially now. So before anything else, let's get this out of the way. I don't do April Fool's joke. And here in Thailand, they have given a strict warning. No jokes, no April Fool related to the disease. Because as it is, people are afraid. Okay, so they don't want any stupid trying anything new. All right, having got that out of the way, I seriously want to address a couple of things, especially to the people in UAE. Okay, now I read a couple of comments. The comment section just exploded, so I read a couple of comments. Stating that this country should get fucked. They're talking about UAE. The country should get fucked. Then they're talking about Sheikh Mohammed or the Abu Dhabi Crown Prince, and they're using profanity and saying that son of a bitch should die, the motherfucker should die, he should die, his whole family should die. Okay, the country should collapse. I mean, why are you guys hating on a human being who has maybe not done anything to you? What has Sheikh Mohammed done directly to you that you'd wish bad for him? Why would you wish MBZ, that is Mohammed bin Zayed, some harm to come to him? What have they done? See, they are running a country. They're doing their own thing. I've always told people, look, if you don't like a country, you don't like a place, leave. In fact, I even tell people who see my channel, who don't like the content, you don't like the content, leave. So then, doesn't that same principle apply to UAE? If you hate UAE so much, why don't you just leave? And here's another perspective for you. If UAE is so bad, then why did you leave your own country? Whether it's India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, UK, you left it because you wanted some benefit, right? Okay, so now if things are not working out, either leave the country, stop bitching and moaning about it, or go to some other place. See, I like to be fair on my channel, okay? I like to give a balanced argument. I don't want my channel to be hate and prejudice. I mean, then what common sense do we all have? You need to keep a balanced view, okay? I'm telling you again, and I've told you this before also, I like Sheikh Mohammed, okay? I think he is an incredibly great leader. He's a good man. I like him, okay? Yes, you will cherry pick that what he did to his daughter, although I think he bought his daughter back because he loves his daughter. But then that's a different story, okay? Then some of you will say, oh, he ill-treated the migrant workers. Tell me which Arab country has laws where migrant workers are given equal rights to the citizens. And if you're saying that, oh, that country, UAE is the worst. Okay, let's go down to South Africa during the apartheid days. You think USA is beautiful, easy, and everyone's lovey-dovey and fair. You think Canada is a walk in the park. See, every country has its ups and downs. Every country has plus and minus. And I'll tell you today also, if the reason I left UAE, the only reason I left UAE is, okay, number one, there was no citizenship. Okay. Number two, why I left UAE is because, and this is not me hating on UAE, is because of my tattoos, this face and my mannerisms, and the fact that I knew that the more popular I would get, I would be inviting trouble. Because let's say tomorrow the UAE government or anyone from the ministry came to me and said that close down your channel, what do I do? And I'll tell you, you may not believe this, okay? You may not believe this, but there are a lot of Emiratis, lots of real Emiratis, not the wannabe Emiratis, the real Emiratis. They're good people, man. You will not believe this, and it's not that someone held a gun to my head or is threatened my family or someone sent me money today that I'm talking good. My mentor, Mohammed Murad, okay, who was the ex-head of Dubai Police Ambulance Section, who was CEO of 2-3 brands. He is an Emirati local. He was my mentor for, 16 plus years. We know each other now. I think it has been 20 plus years. He's an incredible human being. Among all the human beings, I would say, in my life, among all the human beings, he's the best. He is seriously the best. He gave me a visa. He helped me during my tough times. He gave me money when I needed it. All these books, CDs, DVDs for education. He gave it to me free when I was, when I was 20 years old or something. Tapes and CDs and all, small. He gave it to me for free. He's an Emirati. He's a Muslim. He's an Arab. So now tell me. And for those of you who are bashing up Muslims, oh, very good, they deserve to die and all that. Okay, let's get a balanced argument. First is the bad side. Okay, let's look at them. Yes, there are some crazy people out there. There are. In Islam, also there are some crazy people. Okay, but Christianity also there are crazy people, right? Hinduism, there are also crazy people, right? In every religion, there are crazy people, right? Which religion is perfect? Okay, fine. I've never heard of any violence committed by anyone who follows Jainism. Okay, it's a very peaceful religion. Fine, I'll agree on that. I've not heard of a single person who follows Jainism who has done bad. But Hinduism, we have these vigilantes who drink cow piss and cow dung, and okay, that is harmless. But the ones where they're attacking Muslims, beating them up, Bol Jai Shri Ram, and raping and all that in the name of religion. Okay. Then on the Christian side, you have the pedophile priests. You have Christian, the guys who follow Ku Klux Klan, who are racist. Okay, there are crazies there. And in Islam, yes, there are, rules of apostasy. If you leave the religion, honor killings are there, stoning is there, marrying a girl of underage. Okay. And yes, people who don't follow religion also, like, okay, you can say atheists. There are crazy people there also. There are people who believe in sexual orgies. There are people who believe in the free movement. So there are crazies everywhere. So let's not cherry pick, only Muslims are bad. Okay. Now, for example, in India, these guys, Muslim chaps, they are meeting together. All the Muslims are meeting and they are still praying. Okay, it seems in India there was this large gathering of Muslim people. They prayed together. They had a convention. So now, many of them are sick and some are dying and some are dead. I personally don't feel pity for them at all. I'm not sorry. I'm not feeling bad. I'm not upset. You got what you asked for. So, good. We need less idiots on this planet. We have a population crisis. So if you're purposefully breaking the rule, even though you have been informed, don't, meet in large gatherings. Like even this one Christian preacher in US, large gathering, people are falling sick, they are dying. I don't feel sorry for them at all. you, it's like me going to a snake that I know can bite poison, and I'm playing with it, and it bites me, and I die. So you want me to feel sorry? Oh, what happened? No, you're a fucking idiot. Glad you're dead. I don't feel sorry for you at all. But then, that being aside, yes, that being aside, in UAE, Dubai, UAE, all the people who helped me, almost all the people who helped me, Mohammad Murad was, yes, Mohammad Murad was my mentor. He's an Emirati local. Then the person who helped me during my time of need, who gave me food, water, place to stay, paid money, he is an Indian Muslim. Okay. Then my close friends were Muslims. Okay. I have Pakistani friends who are Muslims. Okay. So, I mean, what? Why? You will not believe this. You will not believe this if I tell you. But in my WhatsApp groups, there are Emirati Muslims. There are Muslims from Saudi. There are Muslims from Qatar. They live and let live. You know, in my groups, I have two, three groups. They share porn. They share adult stuff. They share, my videos where I speak on the drawbacks of being in UAE. We criticize Islam. We criticize Christianity. We have had arguments. But till now, no Emirati, no Muslim Arab guy in my groups has said, I'm local. They've never said, fuck you. They've never left the group. They've continued. We have been in touch. Do you know this, that one Emirati guy, okay, I can't take his name for privacy reasons, Emirati guy, Emirati Muslim, he donated a sum of money for my daughter. He appeared on a video with his, that Arab thing. I don't know what you call it. That white, that white outfit that they wear. He spoke to me, my wife. I thought he's an Emirati, actually Emirati. So why are we hating on them? What will you get by wishing, oh, let these bastards die? What kind of language is that? You think these people don't have families? What the fuck is that, man? I don't care you believe me, you don't believe me. But I still like Sheikh Mohammed. I still like MBZ. I think they're dynamic leaders. At least I like them more than I like my Indian leaders. See, I'm an Indian passport holder. I've told you. I've been to India. Now, here's another funny thing. I don't agree with Modi's policies. Okay? I don't agree with some of his policies. Even this, we has had the lockdown. I don't agree with it. But am I going to wish for him to die? For something bad to happen to his family? No. I don't agree with his rules. I don't agree with his policies. But I'll not wish for him to die. Modi is another leader, man, another human being. But my favorite, I know, again, you'll find this surprising. I like Donald Trump. I like Narendra Modi. I like Sheikh Mohammed. I like MBZ. Even for that matter, I like, Xi Jinping. I like these guys. They're very dynamic. They're leaders. So even if we have differences of opinion, okay, let's assume that I don't like someone. I will not wish for them to die or suffer. That's wrong, man. So let's get that out of the way, okay? Yes, the only person I don't have an iota of a soft corner is my stepfather, who abused me, who beat me up, and that man who sexually raped me. Like, I don't have any soft corner for pedophiles. I don't have any. My stepfather was not a pedophile, but he was an abuser. He liked to abuse me. I don't have any soft corner for him. He suffers. I don't want him to die because I want him to suffer. I want him to suffer until, maybe 100 plus. And I don't want to forgive him also. It's my choice. So, but I'm not going to wish bad things happen to him. That's a different thing. If he becomes a billionaire, I'm happy for him. So bad things happen also, I don't care. Good things happen also, I don't care. So that's the maximum hatred I have for somebody. And the only other person who I have maximum hatred for is this guy who does the fake degrees in UAE, my ex-employer. But here, and at that time when he tried to harm me, I really wanted to do something to him. I'll tell you, really, I was so angry. But in hindsight, when I look back, it's a two-way street. I pissed him off, so he did what he had to. I was also in the wrong. So it's two ways. So even though today I can destroy him, basically with all the evidence that I have, I'm not. Even though he still does fake degree certificates and all that, I can expose him, but I don't want to. It's live and let live, Anyway, that's one part of the argument. The second thing which I want you to know is there are, this social distancing. It's not being followed in UAE. It's not being followed in UAE at all. Construction companies, I spoke to the guys in the construction, I spoke to the guys in Expo 2020 site. Emiratis are told to work from home. Emiratis, they're given the leeway, especially big positions. But the Asians, laborers, they're asked to work. And now before you jump the bandwagon and say, oh, see, they're treating Asians like shit. It's happening everywhere. Qatar, it's happening. Bahrain, Kuwait, all. In fact, wherever there are immigrant workers, they're being made to work in construction sites. And you will say, this is bad and this is... Here's my question to you. These guys, they will eat food only end of the day. After they earn money, then they get to eat food. Now you want these guys to stay at home and not earn. Who will give them food? Huh? My question is, who will give them food? See, these guys, they work in the sun. After they work, let's say they get $2 or $3. They buy food for themselves, for their wife, for their baby. So you don't want them to work. So who will feed them? You will feed them. You will take money from your bank account and give it to them. So common sense. What do? See, there are no easy answers to all this, okay? You'll say, yes, we need to practice social distancing and all that. These people would rather work, feed their family and die than sit and do nothing. Now, millions of people are being displaced in India with no work. The government is saying, yeah, we are feeding you. You think all the millions of people who don't have jobs are being fed right now? India doesn't have a proper system in place. They just started this. This lockdown was done abruptly. They don't have camps. Forget India. Even US, even the educated countries are unable to handle this. So it's very easy to talk, man. It's very easy to talk and say, oh, lockdown. But who will feed them? Who will feed their children? You will feed them. You will give them money. Fine. If you're ready to donate, then you should talk. If you're not ready to donate, shut the fuck up, man. Oh, fucking nonsense. It's like, these people who say about abortion is evil. You're killing a child. Okay, so we bring this child into the world. No father, no mother, no one to take care of the child. That's okay. I know so many people who have given birth to children, but they don't take care of the child. They ignore the child, or they abuse the child, or the child is given very bad upbringing. So that is better according to you? You'll say, yeah, but that doesn't mean we should kill them. Fine, then you will take care of them. You can't force someone to look after their children. You can't force them. And if they don't have the financial capacity, especially in third world countries, okay, in US, okay, they'll give free education, they'll take care, social security, all that. Okay, in Pakistan, in Syria, in Africa. So what will you do there? Huh? Tell me, what will you do there? One lady gave birth, there's one lady with 64 children or something. She's the most fertile. So that's what people should do. I know you'll say, oh shit, you should practice safe sex. Yeah, if people had brains, we wouldn't have problems, right? Like they say, common sense is not very common. So that's another one. Then, I also want you to know that as of now, 4 people, I finished another 4 and I got the confirmation for their jobs. I did 1 engineering and 3 sales. So I cannot give details because, some of them are flaunting a little bit of the rules. They're playing with the loopholes of the system. So it has been, nearly 3 weeks since I got a job confirmation. So now I'm happy I got 4. I'm expecting another 2 or 3 more today. They finished the final interviews. And the interviews, just to let you know, the interviews are being done by video. And in some cases, they're even meeting the candidate, but there's a distance, there's no shake hand, there's nothing. Companies are following strict measures like, hand sanitizers, face mask. Some places they're even covering their head. But they conducted the interviews. So I'm happy that 4 of my clients got jobs. But, because of the sensitivity of the situation, I can't give you any more details. I was trying to figure out how to work through because the market dynamics have changed. So what are the new ways people can get jobs? Managed to figure that out finally. Once again, like I told you, always it's loopholes in the system. If you don't play with the loopholes, you cannot survive. So started to do loopholes again. We don't. I can't give you. I can't let it out because then everyone does it and abuses it. So if you do know the loophole of the system, great. But anyway, I'm doing it and it's working out, and that's how my clients are able to get jobs. Okay, another bit of news that I want to give you is this is what is in the pipeline that will happen in UAE. More fines are going to be issued. They're going to increase, I don't know how they're going to do that. Either they're going to introduce new tolls, okay, or they're going to increase certain expenses for processing fee because they need to make the money. They're hemorrhaging right now. It's pretty bad. If they take a bank loan, they have to pay the bank loan, right? In the same way, if the country prints more money, you can't just keep printing money and distributing it. It'll destroy the economy. The currency loses its value. So they're going to start charging people. I also have access to the new document. It is I don't know. Right now it seems to be in the processing stage where it will actually become a law. My friend has asked me from the government, he has asked me not to disclose. I have the copy. Like screenshots, images. So what happens is like if you have a business, you're unable to give them a visa, what are the new provisions? If you have to terminate them, what are the new provisions? What else? If there's a labor dispute, what are the new provisions? So this new law is being drafted and it's going to be implemented. The question whether they're going to make this public or not is to be seen, because my contact told me not to reveal this. I told him yes, because if I start betraying my contracts, they'll stop trusting me with this info. So the dynamics are going to be changed. I told you before, businesses have to survive. So they have found a loophole of how to do business and they're still flaunting the rules. But the most serious part of the rule that is being flaunted is people are still meeting together, people are still having their parties. They're not realizing what they're doing. Anyway, You guys want to play around. Some people are still praying. They believe in the power of prayer. Okay, up to you. What else? So they're going to increase charges. They're going to increase road toll. Processing fees are going to be increased. Number of scammers and links that people are sending is going to increase. So please be aware of that. The new law is going to be drafted, or I don't know if it's already officially drafted, but all these provisions are going to be taken into consideration because the focus is not the laborers. The focus is high network individuals, people with money. That is what keeps a country afloat, and that is what keeps a country successful or viable. If you have poor people in the country, all poor people, the country will collapse. But if you have rich people in the country with lots of money and they have the capacity to create a business, the country will run, and Dubai is focusing on that. What else? I got this message from somebody who's saying, who tried to tell me about your phone is being hacked from a year. The mafia, Thailand is filled with mafia, and kind of like my life is in danger. Okay, let's understand this. If my phone is going to be hacked, what are you going to get? Some porno videos? What are you going to get? My old photographs? What do you get? Some videos? What do you will get? My bank account? Okay. I keep 3 phones. So which phone? Okay. The other 2, nobody knows the numbers. Okay. One people know the number. The other 2, nobody knows the numbers. Okay. Then how many? Total 4 phones here. And then I have 2 phones of my wife. Okay. Then what else? You'll just get some emails. You'll get some work that I do. You'll get educational stuff. So you hack my phone. What else? Okay, about mafia. You know, the cost of a bullet is much more expensive than me. So if a person would waste money on a bullet, you might as well give that money to me. I don't know. People watch too many movies, man. I don't know. People, I think they want to make some noise. Yes. I'm not so influential and so powerful that someone would want to assassinate me. And if they wanted to assassinate me, they would have done it long time ago. I'm just a cockroach, man. Anyway, what else? I want to cover up all the points. Oh, yeah. Start applying for jobs, but not through the recruitment websites. References. Most of the ads are being placed through references to people that are known. Get in touch with decision makers. They are employing people, but they're keeping a low profile about it. I don't know when they will start putting it in the papers, but as of now, the recruitment websites is all bullshit. Okay, I spoke to some recruitment guys. It's totally empty. They don't have any jobs. They have no clients dealing with them. There are jobs started to come again in the market, but they are very low profile. Salaries are being offered are very low. And it's mostly they're working through loopholes because people can't leave the country and they can't come in. So they can't issue any visas as such. So just emergency extension visas. So people are working kind of legally, illegally. You could say it's through the loopholes. So I told you, the economy has to move on. So yeah. And one final thing is, the lockdown or whatever you can call it, it's going to, as of now, it's not looking good. They are still going to increase more restrictions. They're going to close down certain areas, and they're clamping down on all these sexual parlors and illegal brothels and all that. And people are being deported. they have these illegal prostitution centers and massage parlors. I got a couple of guys who were into that business and they're sent back to their country. What baffles me is if the countries have said we have closed the border, how do they land? And I don't know, maybe they have a kind of underhand agreement between them. This guy was sent back and he just got in touch with me and told me that he was part of this prostitution massage parlor bullshit and he got sent back. So, kind of surprising. Anyway, like I said, the economy has to move on. People have to earn money. So you can't sit and lock yourself in the house. So people are still working now. People have started to work. So start applying for jobs if you don't have. If you have a job, do your best, work hard. Don't give excuses. Don't be depressed. And let's not hate Muslims or let's not hate any country in particular. Let's not hope for anything bad. See, if you don't like someone, fine. I can understand. But don't focus on hating them. Focus on making yourself better. So that's what I would suggest. All right. If any more information, get in touch with me. Send the links to me or videos, whatever. And I'll share whatever message has to be sent. I have some names of few companies which I'll share with you a little later. All right. You guys take care.